Hi YouTube, Rebecca here with my weekly vlog on being a big sister. I did miss last week. I was in Cuba on vacation, and so I shifted our meeting time with my little sister. That was nice. We can reschedule, which is helpful. I just didn't get a chance to post the video. So this week is going to be two sessions in one. So when I got back from my vacation, I met with my little sister and I brought her a cute little t-shirt from Cuba and gave her that as a gift, and of course she thought that was pretty amazing. And we had a great time. We both like basketball, or I really like basketball. I used to play in high school, and so we played. She wanted to play basketball outside. She's always got a lot of energy, so we're always looking at ways to sort of, where can we direct that energy while we spend time together, so that she has an outlet for that. So we played basketball in the rain, which was a little chilly but quite fun. And then after we came inside, we were sort of talking and just sort of hanging out, and I said, "Oh, do you want to do some yoga?" And she's like, "Sure." So we started with sort of push-ups and planks and that kind of thing, and then we did like the wheel and the plow, and I showed her a bunch of different asanas. And she thought that was really great, and she's very flexible, so she very quickly sort of flipped in through each one and thought that was kind of cool. And then after we'd gone through several poses, I said okay, and then usually I said, I do a little bit of this every day, and then once we're finished our poses, usually we do a meditation called Shavasana. So we had her lay down on her back and talked her through it in terms of trying to relax her body and make it feel like lead and just sinking into the floor. And it was really a really great experience for me because during one of the poses, I think we were doing Cobra, and she says, "Oh, my back cracked." And she says, "Oh, so now if I need to crack my back, I know that I can just do this pose or do this stretch." And that really meant a lot. That was a moment for me as a mentor, because I got to share something that I really love and that I do regularly with her, and sort of give her that tool, or hopefully give her that tool or that option for A, stretching her body out and keeping it moving, and B, meditation as a way to sort of just relax and sit. She really enjoyed the Shavasana. We laid in Shavasana for several minutes, which I was surprised, because normally she's so high energy that's, I didn't think I could get her to lay down for 10 minutes. But we did, and she really, really liked it, and we did sort of slowly come out of it. And so anyway, that was a really great part of last week. And then before I left, she actually said, "I love you" to me, which really like totally melted my heart, and again gave me that feedback that I am having an impact. I am getting to sort of reach her, and that's really great, and she's willing to share things with me, which means a lot to me. And then this week, I saw her on Tuesday, and this was our mid-year review. So as part of the in-school mentoring program with Big Brothers Big Sisters, the liaison from Big Brothers Big Sisters does come and meet with us just to make sure everything is going well, and things are going on well on both sides of the fence in terms of the mentor and the mentee. So it was really interesting, because we're sort of sitting there, and she had some questions for each of us, and so we're answering the questions and talking. And it was really interesting because my little sister was a little bit shy, and she was sort of fidgety and distracted, and I kept trying to sort of bring her back to the conversation, and she wasn't really listening, which was kind of annoying. So I just kept calmly trying to correct her and bring her back to the conversation so that we could finish it. And so that was sort of interesting. And then of course once that was finished, she says, "Oh, well, let's go play basketball again." And I was like, "Okay, sure." I love sports, and I love moving my body. So any opportunity to do that is good. So we were outside playing basketball. We were doing layups, and she did like nailed the perfect layup, nailed the shot. And then the ball came and smacked her in the face, the poor dear. So we had a little ice pack on that, and she was a little bit bummed after that. So we decided to bring it inside, and we played some crazy eights and some go fish instead. So she has a very competitive streak. We were talking about the concept that just because you're not winning at a game doesn't mean that you need to be negative about it or let it really bother you so much that you're now grumpy. So there was a significant difference between when she wasn't winning and when she did win. So took that opportunity to sort of talk about that and say, you know, just because you're not winning at the game doesn't mean you can't still have fun and be happy. So very, very interesting there. So I think next week we're going to talk about some middle school prep. There's some exciting things around that to get her ready for middle school, because that is coming up and it's a big change. So we're going to talk about some things that way and see what we can do there. So yeah, once again, this was a twofer, 2-in-1, my weekly vlog on being a big sister. Again, I volunteer with Big Brothers Big Sisters of the Fraser Valley, and I volunteer. They have 2 programs. I volunteer in the in-school mentoring program, so that's where I get 1 hour a week with my little sister at her school. So we hang out and do fun things and learn from each other and grow together and sort of build a good friendship together. And then there's also the out of school programs as well, and that sort of evenings, weekends, that kind of thing. So if you're interested in volunteering, it's a great way to have an impact on a little person's life and share a little bit of your time and your life with someone else. I'll link it below. If you're interested, you can check it out. And otherwise, please hit the like button, hit subscribe if you want to see where this goes. We are carrying it through till June. So I would really appreciate your support there, and leave a comment for me. This is my very first vlog ever. I've never done it before, so any kind of feedback or comments would be greatly appreciated.